Welcome, everyone. It's Matt along with Goo. And today is a day we've all been waiting for. Solo's about to come, so stay tuned. All right, let's get started. Solo is our newest and by far best unit that we have, and it's still currently the best unit in JP, followed by Erdrick. And honestly, there's still I'd say a third of the votes are for Erdrick and two-thirds are for Solo. So all in all, we are considering it to be very, very close. His leadership affected Chris's heroic physical power by 25%, which just patterns perfectly for him and is a very good leadership skill. I'm going to go with the awakening skills first. The very first awakening skill is Tact, defense, wisdom, agility increase for 3 turns for every odd turn until 10. Honestly, every single every single notable hero or boss has this skill, so this is not a surprise that we're seeing it. Whoosh and zap at 25%. The third one, if HP is greater than 50%, reduce damage by 30%, and Zenithian Slash up 5%. And fifth is max HP plus 100, Sky Sword plus 5%. Not really a necessary fifth level compared to Erdrick's, but still very useful with max HP plus 100, especially with the reduction damage with 30%. That's actually more like around 133 HP increase. It basically is for that overall. First skill is actually, I'm going to go with the bottom. That is just like how Erdrick was. He is going to have his own skill slots, and Snub is actually really powerful. It's only one use, but it gives spell immunity for one companion for 2 turns. This is honestly mildly broken. Now, it has a negative. You can't heal with spells, but all in all, a very powerful skill, especially if in RTA and you're fighting against a magic and you just want to make sure that one unit doesn't get decimated by magic and wreak havoc. Okay, someone like Bianca could be an example there. That is devastatingly powerful ability. Flash Slash is his first normal, quote unquote, normal skill. Frizz physical damage occasionally paralyzes. With Frizz and Paralyze right there, that's a wonderful combination. And its range is huge from 1 to 4. Giga Sword's the next one. 300% zap physical damage. Pretty large AoE. Zap, which is always a useful skill. And a pretty good damage on top of the 300. And Zenithian Slash, or Sky Sword Slash in JP, can remove some status changes and has 410% physical damage, 1 to 2. It is incredibly powerful, not as large range as Flash Slash. And as I say, with Solo, that Flash Slash is incredibly powerful. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of is on defenses. Sometimes you can, if you're having Solo on your defense, which you're probably going to, let's just face it, not too many people have the ability to pay for a lot of high units at this point. Flash Slash can be used to be, if you can sacrifice a unit to bring out Solo, destroy him, and then go out for the rest of the team. Overall abilities here, HP's a little lower than you'd expect at 1291, with incredibly high defense of 555, attack 593, MP 501 with good agility 480 as well. Wisdom is actually pretty high at 305, considering doesn't really care about wisdom. Movement of 3, and of course, because he's so powerful, weight of 65. His hero skill, Big Bang Sword, and it has now the most damaging skill in the game, especially with his high attack. Inflicts a 400% frizz damage to the enemy in the center, which is what you're going to be aiming to, and 220 physical damage to the orange area. By the way, the orange area also hits the middle. Can be used twice, turn 3. Frizz is by far slowest element compared to Erdrick's Zap. If you bring both to the battle, 130, but that is a lot of damage in Zap and Frizz, which doesn't overlap very much overall, so very, very powerful combination. His preferred weapon is going to be the one that we're going to be going with soon with the Guild Mission Sorrow, Sword in the Sky. Obviously, this is built for Hero Solo with the Hero Frizz physical power and Zenithian Slash, but you could also use it for Erdrick because the hero type physical skill power plus 5% with good HP and attack, and having HP and agility as well. If I get a really high agility Sword in the Sky, it might beat out the Hero Frizz physical power or Zenithian Slash, but we gotta see what type of rolls I'm going to be able to get here. We're just going to go to Procon's pull. I'm not going to hide the pull. Of course I'm pulling. And my luck has been absolutely horrible, so hopefully it's been stored up. Currently best unit Japan. Cons, there is one odd con. It has a 50% higher HP and a 50% or lower HP. And that 50% or lower HP is at the start can increase your physical power and recovery by 30%. So he actually becomes even more dangerous at getting less than 50%, so it's very odd. And if you could get exactly 50% HP, you could get both at the same time for that turn, but that's the only time you can't get both. And so it is a little annoying there. Very, very small con. Being able to have two elements with Frizz being the highest damaging skill right now in the game is very versatile and hard hitting, and he's even got a non-elemental attack as well, plus can paralyze. He also has the ability to remove status ailments up to 3 times, and when attacking will recover 10%, 4% MP, because of course they didn't make him powerful enough yet. So all in all, Solo is just pure incredible goodness. Yes, you go for him as much as you can. The only reason not to is that you like other characters more and you ran out. And even then, you should still try to get him with whatever resources you have. Just meta unit, meta used for anything in the game. PvE, PvP, RTA, GVG, any other alphabet soup. Must get. The other unit is Hellraiser. Hirschine inflicts small sap damage. Reign of Darkness and Endless Fury are Zam spell damage. But Endless Fury is useful. It spawns dark squares that do 500 damage. This actually has some pretty interesting uses. All in all, basically you're really going to use it for the Endless Fury. Not so bad of a unit for the for Solo overall. But I'll just trying to keep this real short because, by golly, this is Hero Solo takes the win. Very, very good unit overall. But getting some Hellraisers too on the side isn't a horrific thing. You're going to use it primarily either for the Paralyzed with Hirschine with Zap or with the Endless Fury and to spawn some Dark Squares. Those Dark Squares have use, especially since it's a range of 3. You can really force enemies to move away from certain areas and herd them. Or if you get lucky and paralyzed, and just then allow them to sit in their own damage. It all works out really, really well. So I hope you guys enjoy. Not going to go too crazy in hyping Hero Solo. He's a must pull. Please like and subscribe. I'm also doing some other stuff with my other personal favorite bowling, but I will be releasing more Dragon Quest Tactics content. So please, I hope you guys enjoy, and good luck, everybody, and